Jack, first time having the pleasure of interviewing you, so really nice to meet you and congratulations again on becoming the champion. You obviously have your first title defence this Saturday night. What's life been like as champion? Has anything changed?
Yeah, honestly, nothing has changed. It's much the same, just in the gym every day, tackling challenges, big challenge ahead, so I'm excited for that, but no, life has not changed much.
Does it feel different though now that the target's on your back and this is a stacked welterweight card, if you like, in terms of all the different matchups on your card?
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's the target is on my back. Obviously, everyone's gunning for the top spot, but it's something I take in my stride. I'm very proud to be the champion, so I look forward to all the challenges ahead.
You strike me as a very relaxed, chill kind of guy, but then obviously something switches when you step into the octagon. What's that moment? What's the moment when you suddenly become the killer striker and an MMA artist that we see?
I think getting to the arena, even sometimes earlier, sometimes ceremonial way and getting to that point, getting to see the opponent, all the talking's done, all the weight cuts they're done. It's just time for battle. So ceremonial way and getting to the arena, those sorts of times sort of switch the switch and kill or be killed.
Yeah. And for example, your first title fight was your first 5-round fight, and now your first title defence is against the former pound for pound. So not an easy route, if you like. And with your first defence being against Islam Makhachev, the former lightweight champion, what kind of challenge does that present for you? Because this is another person who's been a champion, vacated the belt and is coming for what you've got.
Yeah, I definitely feel like this is the biggest challenge of my career. I've always wanted to sort of each fight have a bigger challenge. So yeah, this is definitely on that trajectory. This is a tough fight, tough challenge. One of the greatest fighters in the UFC, definitely. So I'm excited for the challenge, and I know come fight night, I've got to make all the right decisions and believe in myself.
Do you feel like this is a matchup where you can't afford to make any mistakes on the ground, given the grappling pedigree of someone like Islam?
Yeah, absolutely. He's a finisher, a lot of finishes. One mistake and he can be wrapped around your neck and it could be too late. So I've got to really fight the perfect fight to get this one done.
You're both mixed martial artists, of course, but you have your styles and their opposing styles. It starts on the feet, but who gets to impose their will first? How do you make sure that you're the one that's imposing your striking as opposed to what you just described as ending up with someone wrapped around your neck?
Yeah, I respect his striking. I think this is more than just the grappler striking match. I really respect his striking. He's had finishes on the feet, so I expect a tough fight. But I think, this one's going to be all about distance, keeping him away, keeping him behind the jab, and just being able to dictate the distance will be the aim of the game and the game changer.
Are you someone that uses visualization when it comes to your preparation in terms of visualizing a finish or how the fight will go?
Yeah, for sure. I like to visualize, the walking out, controlling the nerves, and also, visualizing winning.
Yeah, and in terms of how that's looked? What
I think there's, I've played a lot of all the scenarios possible, I think, in my head, but I believe I can get the finish. I believe deeper in championship rounds, I can get the finish and retain my title.
Given that welterweight's unknown territory for Islam, it's not like you've watched him against other welterweights, for example, but you faced off for the first time yesterday. What, if any, sense did you get about his size and potential strength upper weight class?
Not much, not much. I mean, it was definitely this whole camp expecting a big, strong, tough Makachev. I believe he's obviously prepared himself to get to welterweight, and I think he's going to be a big force in welterweight. So haven't played too much into that sort of thing, just excited for the challenge and expect a big, strong Makachev.
What does it do for your legacy to beat somebody like him?
Yeah, massive. Just being able to beat someone, a champion of his level, one of the best fighters ever, it's going to be a big one for my resume.
And there's lots of other big welterweight fights on the card. Are you potentially looking at that, thinking my next opponent, win or lose, but let's say win, my next challenger is coming from someone further down the card? I mean, which of those fights are you sort of keeping an eye on or aware of? I
mean, I think all the welterweight fights, it's a big one. I think the coming next 2 weeks, the top 5, top 10 of the division is really going to change, and it's really going to lay out at least the next 12 months of the division and where it is. So it's an exciting time for the division, and we'll see who comes out most impressive and most deserving.
Now, as the British broadcaster, I want to ask you about Leon Edwards. How do you think his fight with Carlos Prates goes down?
That's an interesting fight. Obviously, Leon's fought, a majority of his last fight have been against grapplers, right? So I guess it's cool for him to be able to fight really more of a pure striker. So it's an interesting fight, and it's a great one for the fans. Fans of striking, I think this is a great fight.
And lastly, I just want to ask you, how special is it having your brother Josh, you know, by your side through these camps, through this fight week? And we saw on the, I think it was the Countdown show, how close your bond is with each other. I mean, how special is that relationship and that support?
So special, you know. He's obviously been with me my whole life, you know, trained with me every day for the last 15 years. So to have him in my corner right behind me, it definitely makes me feel bigger and stronger.
All right, well, go well on Saturday night. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Caroline. Thank you.